before, but it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say.
Sofronio Vasquez made history as the first Asian winner of The Voice in season 26. But what happened after he stepped off that stage? Let's talk about his incredible journey from small-town singer to international star, and discover how his life transformed after winning one of TV's biggest singing competitions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of The Voice is... Sofronio Vasquez!
Sofronio grew up poor in Ozamis, Misamis Occidental Philippines. His family didn't have much, no proper bed or even clean water. They lived in a small house where basic amenities were luxuries they couldn't afford, but they had something special: music. His father, a passionate music lover, despite not being a professional musician, taught him to love singing from an early age. Though Sofronio first wanted to be a dentist, everything changed when his father passed away. The loss hit him hard, but it also gave him clarity about his true calling. He decided to follow his heart and pursue music instead, turning his father's passion into his own life mission. During his childhood, Sofronio would sing for his family in their modest home. These simple performances, often lit by candlelight when electricity was scarce, planted a big dream in his heart. He dreamed of bright lights, big stages, and sharing his voice with the world. Despite having no formal training or expensive equipment, he practiced constantly, using whatever resources he could find. His mother worked extra jobs to support his singing activities, often sacrificing her own needs to buy him basic music equipment. The neighborhood would often hear him practicing late into the night, his voice carrying through the thin walls of their home. In 2022, Sofronio took the biggest risk of his life. With just enough savings for a plane ticket and a few months' rent, he moved to America to chase his music dreams. He settled in California, where he worked multiple jobs as a waiter, delivery driver, and weekend performer at small Filipino restaurants. Life in the U.S. wasn't the glamorous dream he'd imagined. He quickly learned that having a great voice wasn't enough in the competitive American music scene. He needed to connect with people through his songs, tell stories that resonated with diverse audiences, and develop a unique style that set him apart. During his first year in America, Sofronio performed at countless small venues, often for free just to gain experience. He studied English intensively to improve his pronunciation and worked with local voice coaches who saw his potential. These early struggles shaped him into a more versatile performer. Before The Voice, Sofronio competed in smaller shows to build his confidence. In 2017, he joined Tawag ng Tanghilan in the Philippines, a prestigious singing competition known for launching careers. Though he didn't win, his performances caught the attention of local music producers. These early competitions taught him valuable lessons about handling pressure and connecting with audiences. He also participated in various Filipino-American community events, gradually building a loyal following among the Filipino diaspora. These supporters would later become his strongest advocates during his journey on The Voice. When Sofronio auditioned for The Voice Season 26, he made a bold choice that surprised many. Instead of choosing coaches known for pop or R&B, he picked Michael Bublé. This decision proved masterful, as Bublé's expertise in classic vocals and stage presence perfectly complemented Sofronio's natural abilities. His blind audition became one of the season's most memorable moments. Singing "I'm Going Down" by Mary J. Blige, he showcased both power and control in his voice. All four coaches, Reba McEntire, Gwen Stefani, Snoop Dogg, and Michael Bublé, turned their chairs within the first minute. The competition for getting him on their team was fierce. When Bublé turned around, he spoke in Filipino saying, "Ang galing mo! You're amazing!" showing respect for Sofronio's heritage. This genuine gesture, combined with Bublé's track record of developing versatile vocalists, convinced Sofronio to join Team Bublé. Throughout the competition, Sofronio tackled increasingly challenging songs. He performed everything from Roy Orbison's Crying to modern pop hits, showing his versatility. His coach helped him perfect his technique while maintaining his unique emotional connection to each song. Behind the scenes, Sofronio spent countless hours rehearsing. He worked with vocal coaches, choreographers, and style consultants, absorbing everything he could learn. His fellow contestants often spoke about his dedication, noting how he would be the first to arrive at rehearsals and the last to leave.
This town, do it till the sun goes down and all through the nighttime. Oh yeah, yeah, I'll tell you what you wanna hear. Leave my sunglasses on while I shed a tear.
The finale night was watched by millions worldwide. Sofronio performed 3 songs, a duet with his coach, his original single, and a cover that showcased his journey. When Carson Daly announced him as the winner, he made history as the first Asian contestant to win The Voice in 26 seasons. This victory meant more than personal success. It represented hope for Asian artists in the Western music industry. His win sparked conversations about representation and opened doors for other Asian performers pursuing their dreams in America. Success came rapidly after his win. Universal Music signed him to a major recording contract, recognizing his potential to reach both Western and Asian markets. He started receiving invitations to perform at major events worldwide, from music festivals to national television shows. One of his biggest thrills was performing alongside Michael Bublé at several concerts. This mentorship continued beyond the show, with Bublé helping guide his early career decisions and introducing him to key industry contacts. Television appearances became regular occurrences. He appeared on major talk shows, performed at award ceremonies, and even judged some local singing competitions. But unlike some reality show winners who fade quickly, Sofronio maintained his momentum through strategic career moves and consistent high-quality performances. Despite his busy schedule, Sofronio maintains an active presence on social media. He shares both professional highlights and personal moments, giving fans an authentic look at his life. His posts often include behind-the-scenes footage from recordings, family moments, and interactions with fans. He regularly hosts live streaming sessions where he sings requests and chats with followers. This direct connection with fans has helped build a loyal community that supports his every project. In a move that touched many hearts, Sofronio announced his first solo concert in Cebu on January 18, 2025, during the famous Sinulog Festival. This choice was deeply personal as the festival honored the Santo Niño, to whom Sofronio has a strong devotion. The concert will be his biggest solo show yet, featuring both his voice performances and new original music. He's particularly excited about performing for his home crowd, sharing his success with the people who supported him from the beginning. Sofronio isn't content just being known as a voice winner. He's working on innovative music that blends Filipino traditional sounds with contemporary pop and R&B. His upcoming album features collaborations with both Western and Asian artists, creating a unique sound that bridges cultures. His live performances continue to impress audiences and critics alike. Whether he's on television or at music festivals, people consistently praise his ability to connect emotionally with crowds through his music. Despite his growing fame, Sofronio maintains his humble character. He stays close to his family, often flying them to his bigger shows and sharing his success with them. He hasn't forgotten his roots, participating in charity events and community programs, especially those supporting young musicians from disadvantaged backgrounds. His social media presence reflects this balanced approach to fame, showing both the glamorous aspects of his career and regular moments with family and friends. This authenticity has helped him maintain a strong connection with his fan base. Looking ahead, Sofronio's goals extend beyond music. He wants to establish programs that help young Asian artists navigate the Western music industry. His experience as the first Asian winner of The Voice gives him unique insights into the challenges these artists face. He's also working on a documentary about his journey, hoping to inspire others who dream of making it in the music industry despite humble beginnings. The film will chronicle his life from Ozamis to The Voice and beyond. Through it all, Sofronio Vasquez remains true to his core values of hard work, humility, and gratitude. His story proves that with talent, determination, and the right opportunities, dreams can become reality, no matter where you start in life. From small stages in the Philippines to winning The Voice and becoming an international star, Sofronio Vasquez continues to inspire millions. His journey reminds us that success isn't just about talent. It's about staying true to yourself while pursuing your dreams with passion and perseverance.
Did you campaign for an Oscar back then?
I don't think I knew what the word was. Politicians campaign.
Right.
No, I mean, it was just different, you know.
From singing about floor cleaners to winning an Oscar, Eva Marie Saint's journey redefined Hollywood grace. Suddenly, she vanished from the limelight. What really happened to this golden age icon? Will shock you. Let's take a closer look. Before we proceed further, let's start from the beginning. Eva Marie Saint's story shows how someone can be a huge movie star while staying completely normal. Born on July 4th, 1924 in Newark, New Jersey, she started her entertainment career as a simple page at NBC, helping out around the TV studio. Unlike many people who come to Hollywood with big dreams of instant fame, Saint worked her way up slowly through early television shows when TV was still new and exciting. One of her first jobs was being a Bonnie maid in commercials, singing about floor cleaners. Not exactly glamorous, but it taught her valuable lessons about performing.
I think we're all, to some extent or another, a fan of Eva Marie Saint, but you're a fan of Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, we have played, let's see, twice at the Peachtree Playhouse, run by Chris Mannis,
Right.
terrific fellow. We opened in Summer and Smoke. My husband, Jeffrey Hayden, directed me, and that was the opening night, and it was so exciting, and I remember we opened just as they finished putting down the red carpet. Just, I mean, during rehearsal, we heard hammers hammering, and then we did The Fatal Weakness. I have warm feelings about Atlanta, although we were there in the ice storm.
We'll never forget that either.
It was incredible. It's a beautiful.
She appeared in a special Life magazine feature about television in 1947, showing her life as a struggling actress trying to make ends meet in New York City. This early experience helped her develop the natural, honest style that would later make her famous. Her dedication to learning every aspect of performing, from live TV to radio shows, gave her a strong performance that many other actors missed. Through these early years, she built a reputation for being professional and reliable, qualities that would help her throughout her career.
You know, I seen you a lot of times before. Remember parochial school on Pulaski Street? 7 or 8 years ago, had your hair
Braids, that's right.
looked like a hunk of rope. You had wires on your teeth and glasses of it. You was really a mess.
I can get home all right now, thanks.
Hey, there's no get sore. I'm just kidding you a little bit. I just mean to tell you that you grew up very nice.
The year 1954 changed everything when she starred in On the Waterfront with Marlon Brando. Director Elia Kazan put her in a room with Brando and told her not to let him in under any circumstances, creating the perfect tension for their scenes together. What makes this even more remarkable is that she was pregnant while filming, a fact that didn't stop her from giving an incredible performance.
And so, with a lot of gratitude, Mr. Miller, may I have the envelope? In New York, the winner is Eva Marie Saint.
I may have the baby right here.
She won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress just 2 days before giving birth to her baby, showing her incredible dedication to both her craft and her family. When asked if she campaigned for the Oscar, Saint laughed and said she didn't even know what that meant. Back then, only politicians campaigned for anything. This honest reaction shows how much Hollywood has changed since her early days. The movie won 8 Oscars that night, including Best Picture, and suddenly, Eva Marie Saint was a star. People were amazed by her ability to hold her own against Brando, one of the most powerful actors in Hollywood at the time.
Oh, you're that type.
What type?
Honest.
Not really.
Good, because all these women frighten me.
Why?
I don't know, somehow they seem to put me at a disadvantage.
Because you're not honest with them?
Exactly.
Like that business about the 7 parking tickets?
What I mean is, the moment I meet an attractive woman, I have to start pretending I've no desire to make love to her.
What makes you think you have to conceal it?
She might find the idea objectionable.
Hitchcock's choice of Saint for North by Northwest surprised many people, but proved to be perfect. Unlike his reputation for being tough on actresses, he treated Saint with respect and care, even taking her shopping at Bergdorf Goodman to pick out her clothes for the movie. When she didn't like the costumes MGM made for her, Hitchcock saw a model walk by in a black dress with red roses and bought it immediately, no questions asked. He gave her 3 simple but important rules for acting: lower your voice, don't use your hands, and look directly into Cary Grant's eyes. These instructions helped her create one of movie history's most memorable performances. She credits Hitchcock with teaching her how to be glamorous while staying natural. Working with Cary Grant taught her that acting could be fun without being overly dramatic. Her experience in this film showed how a great director could bring out the best in an actor while respecting their personal style.
No wonder.
When you won an Oscar, was your name legally changed to Oscar winner Eva Marie Saint?
Yes, and I love it.
Saint's perspectives on fame and celebrity culture differ greatly from many modern stars. She often recalls a memorable moment when she walked into a movie theater with Cary Grant and witnessed the buzz of excitement that followed him. Rather than being excited by the attention, she asked Grant how he handled such reactions to his presence. His response showed his wisdom about fame. He explained that the people would go home happy because they saw him, and that making them happy was part of the job. Saint took this lesson to heart throughout her career, staying humble about her own fame. Unlike many stars who sought constant attention, she preferred letting her work speak for itself. She remembered these early lessons about fame throughout her decades in Hollywood, helping her maintain perspective on what really mattered. Her dedication to craft and performance quality never wavered over her long career. From early live television dramas to recent film appearances, she approached each role with the same professional attitude. During her Broadway performances, she earned praise for her ability to hold her own alongside legendary actresses like Lillian Gish. Her television work earned her multiple Emmy nominations, with critics comparing her to the great Helen Hayes. When working on films, she was known for doing whatever it took to get the scene right, whether that meant multiple takes or adapting to different directors' styles. She viewed acting as a craft to be continually perfected rather than just a path to fame.
You've been married to the same man since 1951. You have 2 kids. How many grandkids?
3.
Career, family, I mean, it was never an issue with you.
It was never an issue because I made decisions. I had an agent once who wanted me to do many more movies. And I said, I can't. I can only do 1 a year, if that. I have children, little children. And he said, well, I guess you won't be a superstar. And I said, well, I guess not.
And what happened to that agent?
Fired him.
Looking back at her career choices, Saint expresses no regrets about choosing a more balanced life over superstardom. She takes pride in maintaining normal relationships and creating a stable home environment while still achieving significant professional success. Her career demonstrates that it's possible to succeed in Hollywood without compromising personal values or family commitments. She still attends industry events and takes occasional roles that interest her, showing how to stay relevant while aging gracefully. Her legacy includes not just her performances, but also her example of maintaining integrity in an industry often lacking it. The standing ovation she received at the 2018 Academy Awards showed how much respect she has earned from multiple generations in Hollywood. Saint's influence extends beyond her performances to how she conducted herself as a professional. She never engaged in public feuds or tabloid drama, instead focusing on her work and family. Her approach to choosing roles was selective but purposeful, taking parts that challenged her while fitting into her family life. Even when working with demanding directors or difficult co-stars, she maintained her composure and professionalism. Her later career choices, including voice work and character roles, showed her willingness to adapt while staying true to her principles. This combination of adaptability and integrity helped her maintain a relevant career across 8 decades. Young actors often seek her advice, not just about acting, but about how to build a sustainable career while keeping one's personal life intact. The story of Eva Marie Saint provides valuable lessons about success, integrity, and longevity in show business. Her career proves that talent, professionalism, and strong personal values can create lasting success in Hollywood. While she might not have become the biggest superstar, she achieved something rarer: a respected career spanning nearly 8 decades while maintaining a happy personal life. Her example shows that success doesn't require sacrificing one's principles or family relationships. As one of the last living connections to Hollywood's golden age, she represents a different approach to stardom, one based on talent, hard work, and staying true to oneself rather than seeking fame at any cost.
Whenever I start a project, I kind of question whether I know what I'm doing at all. And after 3 years of not making a film or working in the theater, I think I had this feeling of, do I know how to do this?
Richard Gere, at 75, finally breaks his silence on the rumors, and the truth is even more shocking than expected. From a health crisis during a family trip to Mexico to his stunning decision to leave Hollywood for Madrid, Gere's life has taken a dramatic turn. In early 2023, alarm bells rang throughout Hollywood when news broke that Gere had been hospitalized while vacationing in Mexico. What should have been a joyous celebration of his wife Alejandra Silva's 40th birthday transformed into a serious health crisis that had fans worldwide holding their breath. Breaking his silence on the incident, Gere has finally confirmed the severity of the situation. He was diagnosed with pneumonia, requiring immediate hospitalization. The situation was even more complex than initially reported. It wasn't just Gere who fell ill, but several family members as well. His youngest son also battled pneumonia along with sinus and ear infections, turning their family vacation into a challenging medical emergency. The worst is behind us now, Alejandra shared on social media, expressing heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Rios and the medical team at La Jolla Hospital. The family had been in Mexico working on a conservation project south of Puerto Vallarta when the health crisis struck.
You're moving to Spain. You're leaving.
My wife is Spanish, and is this a problem for anybody out there?
We were going to miss you.
The most stunning confirmation from Gere concerns his decision to relocate to Madrid, Spain. This wasn't a temporary move or an extended vacation. It was a deliberate choice to completely reshape his life priorities. For an actor who spent decades in the glittering spotlight of Hollywood, this transition represents a profound shift in values and lifestyle choices.
How great is this chapter in your life?
The top of the top.
It is?
Yeah. Well, I love my wife. She's incredible.
Yeah.
A great mother.
Yeah.
The kids are healthy and happy, and of course, there's nothing more than that.
Gere's wife, Alejandra Silva, is Spanish, and their connection to her homeland runs deep. The actor has fully embraced Spanish culture, finding in it a refreshing alternative to the relentless pace and constant scrutiny of Hollywood life. The couple's 2 sons are growing up immersed in both American and Spanish cultures, a gift that Gere considers invaluable in today's interconnected world. Over his illustrious 5-decade career, Richard Gere established himself as one of Hollywood's most bankable leading men. From his breakout role in American Gigolo, 1980, to iconic performances in An Officer and a Gentleman, 1982, and Pretty Woman, 1990, Gere consistently delivered box office hits that cemented his status as a legendary actor. His versatility shone through in films like Chicago, 2002, where he surprised audiences with his singing and dancing abilities, earning him a Golden Globe Award. Known for his sophisticated taste, Gere has amassed an impressive car collection over the years, including rare vintage automobiles and luxury vehicles. With an estimated net worth of $120 million, his success extends beyond the screen to real estate investments, including properties in New York and Los Angeles. While some of his most memorable films like Primal Fear, 1996, Runaway Bride, 1999, and Arbitrage, 2012, showcased his dramatic range, Gere's selective approach to roles and commitment to quality storytelling has helped maintain his reputation as one of Hollywood's most respected actors. Contrary to rampant speculation about retirement, Gere hasn't completely stepped away from acting. However, he's become increasingly selective about his roles, choosing projects that align with his personal values and humanitarian interests. His recent performances demonstrate that at 75, his ability to portray complex characters remains undiminished. Throughout his decades in Hollywood, Gere has consistently chosen roles that resonated with his beliefs, even when those choices came at a significant professional cost. One of the most significant aspects of Gere's life that he's finally addressing openly is his longtime advocacy for Tibet. His commitment to this cause has had a profound impact on his career trajectory, leading to certain doors in Hollywood closing while opening others aligned with his values. Gere's activism has come with real consequences, including being effectively blacklisted from certain major studio productions due to Chinese market considerations. However, he stands firm in his conviction that some things are more important than commercial success. This principled stance has earned him respect from human rights activists worldwide, even as it limited his Hollywood opportunities. The most touching confirmations come from Gere's revelations about family life. At 75, he's experiencing fatherhood again, with a perspective shaped by decades of life experience. While some might raise eyebrows at the 33-year age gap with his wife Alejandra, their relationship has proven to be one of deep understanding and shared values. Their partnership is strengthened by shared commitments to philanthropy and humanitarian causes, proving that meaningful connections transcend conventional age expectations. In Madrid, Gere and his family have established a life away from the constant glare of Hollywood paparazzi. They've embraced local customs, and Gere has been spotted enjoying simple pleasures like family walks in the park and casual dinners at local restaurants, activities that would have drawn overwhelming attention in Los Angeles. He's embraced a more balanced way of living, combining his longtime Buddhist practices with family time and selective professional engagements. His recovery and subsequent health management have become a proof to resilience at any age. While Gere continues to act, his approach to choosing roles has evolved. He's more interested in projects that tell meaningful stories and align with his values than in commercial success. Gere remains actively involved in humanitarian causes. His advocacy for Tibet continues, as does his support for various human rights initiatives. The actor has found ways to leverage his influence for positive change, even from his new home base in Madrid. What stands out in Gere's recent revelations is how they piece together to form a coherent picture of a life well lived. From his early days as a Hollywood heartthrob to his current role as a family man and activist, Gere's journey reflects a constant evolution toward greater purpose and meaning. His story continues to inspire, not just through his artistic achievements, but through his demonstration that one can remain true to their principles while adapting to life's changes. As he embraces this new chapter in Spain with his family, Gere shows that authenticity and growth know no age limit. At 75, Richard Gere is far from writing the final chapter of his story. Instead, he's showing that life's most meaningful adventures can come at any age. His confirmations about various aspects of his life provide inspiration for those seeking to live more authentically, regardless of age or circumstance. For fans worldwide, these revelations from Gere provide both closure and inspiration. They reveal a man who has chosen to write his own script, both on and off the screen, proving that the most compelling stories are often those that break from convention to follow a more genuine path. In confirming these long-standing rumors, Gere hasn't just cleared the air. He's provided a masterclass in living life on one's own terms. His journey from Hollywood heartthrob to humanitarian, from American movie star to European family man, shows that the most satisfying roles we play are often the ones that stay truest to our hearts.
That's what you go for. That's how it happens. That's what we do. That's the two-factor fly experience. Yeah.
You remember when you was little, you used to eat something good and start dancing?
I want to be on TV. These words, spoken by a young boy with a severe stutter in his 6th grade classroom, would prove prophetic. That boy was Steve Harvey, and his journey from that classroom declaration to becoming one of television's most recognizable faces is just one of the fascinating stories behind The Steve Harvey Show, a beloved sitcom that captured audiences' hearts from 1996 to 2002.
No, because when I did get on the show and brought that character to life, there was a lot of slack from the NAACP and others like that about why do we need these kind of characters.
Recently, actress Terry Vaughn, who portrayed the vivacious Levita Jenkins on the show, broke her silence about what really happened behind the scenes, revealing both the triumphs and tensions that shaped this iconic series. Her revelations offer a compelling glimpse into the complex dynamics that played out when the cameras stopped rolling.
Tie is all crooked. Let me fix it. There. See? Now that's all you needed was a woman's touch.
Well, if you'll excuse me. It's nice meeting you, Elise.
Oh, you too, Katrina.
The show's creation story begins with an unlikely partnership. Winifred Hervey, an accomplished producer known for her work on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, initially had reservations about working with Steve Harvey. Having limited experience with stand-up comedians and aware of Harvey's recently canceled show, Me and the Boys, Hervey was hesitant to take on the project. However, when respected director Stan Lathan, father of actress Sanaa Lathan, became involved, Hervey's perspective shifted. The development process wasn't without its challenges. The creative team initially considered casting Harvey as an English teacher, an idea that was quickly dismissed with the memorable quip, "I don't think you want Steve Harvey to be your English teacher." Instead, after meeting with Harvey and experiencing his unique personality firsthand, they crafted a character that would play to his strengths. Steve Hightower, a former R&B singer turned high school music teacher. The character's backstory was carefully constructed. Hightower was portrayed as a washed-up performer who had once been part of a group called the High Tops, similar to the Temptations. This creative decision allowed the show to incorporate music naturally while giving Harvey's character a compelling reason for his career transition. The dynamic was further enriched by making the school principal, Regina Greer, played by Wendy Raquel Robinson, someone Hightower had teased in their youth.
Now, you want to be sure that the battery pack is fully charged. This camera has autofocus.
Hightower, I just came from the lunchroom.
While the show presented a harmonious facade on screen, behind the scenes, creative tensions simmered. Steve Harvey found himself at odds with producers over the show's direction. He advocated for addressing serious issues like teen pregnancy and drug abuse, believing that comedy could be an effective vehicle for tackling challenging topics. However, the network preferred to maintain the show's lighter tone, creating a source of ongoing friction. Terry Vaughn's recent revelations have shed new light on the workplace dynamics, particularly regarding Steve Harvey's personality and expectations. According to Vaughn, Harvey's now famous confidence was very much present during the show's run. She described him as always cocky, noting that his current public persona isn't new. It's simply more visible due to his elevated platform. One particularly telling anecdote involved Harvey's expectations regarding the female cast members' appearance during rehearsals. While Vaughn and her colleagues would arrive in comfortable attire suitable for long hours of rehearsal, Harvey would regularly question their casual choices, suggesting they should wear dresses and heels instead. This attitude, while presented humorously, reflected deeper gender dynamics at play within the production. The show's impact on popular culture was significant, but it wasn't without controversy. Critics pointed to several problematic elements, including the portrayal of gender roles and the presence of colorism. The show faced backlash for sometimes reinforcing stereotypes about women and presenting outdated views about gender dynamics. The representation of skin tone differences within the Black community became a particular point of contention. Some viewers noticed and criticized how the show seemed to associate lighter skin tones with greater success and privilege, contributing to ongoing discussions about colorism in media representation. Cedric the Entertainer's character, while beloved by many, also drew criticism for potentially reinforcing stereotypes about Black men. His portrayal as the comedic, sometimes irresponsible friend raised questions about the responsibility of media in presenting diverse and nuanced representations of Black masculinity. The show's run coincided with significant personal changes in Steve Harvey's life. During this period, he navigated complex relationships and marriages, including his divorce from Marcia Harvey and his marriage to Mary Shackelford. These personal challenges added another layer of complexity to the show's production environment. For Terry Vaughn, the role of Levita Jenkins proved to be both a blessing and a challenge. While the character brought her recognition and 3 NAACP Image Awards, it also led to concerns about typecasting. Vaughn has defended her portrayal, explaining that Levita represented real women she knew growing up, making the character authentic criticism about stereotyping. Its controversial elements, The Steve Harvey Show, maintained strong viewership throughout its 6-season run. The series concluded in 2002, with Harvey noting in the Los Angeles Times that he was walking away on my own terms. The show's success in syndication proved its lasting appeal and helped establish Steve Harvey as a household name. The series served as a launching pad for several careers. Steve Harvey went on to become one of television's most prominent personalities, hosting multiple shows and building a media empire.
I'm selling the house.
You're not selling the house.
I am the guardian of her estate. That means I make the decisions.
Come on now, Terry, listen to what they're saying, all right?
Cedric the Entertainer's career flourished in both television and film, while Terry Vaughn continued to work steadily in television, including a notable role in Soul Food. One of the show's unique features was its integration of music, spearheaded by jazz pianist and R&B singer Patrice Rushen as musical director. The fictional group Steve Hightower and the High Tops became a recurring element, featuring performances that added authenticity to Harvey's character's backstory as a former musician.